Hi, welcome back to the Horror Shelf. My name is Renate, and today I will be showing you all the new books I've gotten recently, which are 8 new books. I've gotten 8 new books. Normally, I don't buy that many books in one sitting. I think this was in about a month time. Normally, I buy like maybe 1 or 2 new books at one go, but I've gotten most of these secondhand, so that's how I can justify it. And also, I cleaned out my bookshelves, so I had new space. And you know what happens then? If you have more space in your bookshelf, you need to buy more books. So that's what I did. I filled the void. I bought new books, and I will tell you about them today. I have a few horror books and literature books, and one fantasy romance, something like that, something new for me personally. So I'm excited. I'll just start with the literature books. So this is a life hack. If you don't know, you can buy books on Vinted for very cheap. And so I bought these 3 books from the same person, a set of dystopian literature books. So the very first one I got was Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I have already read this book 2 years ago on my e-reader, and I absolutely loved it. It's really small. It's a really tiny book. It's about it's a dystopian world basically where books are forbidden, and you follow this fireman, and his job is to burn all the books that exist, and he never questions why this is happening, and then slowly he starts realizing like, why are we actually doing this? And that's what this book is about. So it was a lot of fun. I really loved how this was written and loved the messaging behind it. So even though I already read it, I didn't have a physical copy of it yet, so I really wanted to buy it, and I found it on Vinted for very cheap. Life hack. That's a dangerous life hack actually. And then the next one I got in the same kind of theme is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Brave New World. This is also a classic. I read this in middle school because this was on a required reading list, and I still remember what it's about. So it's a dystopian world where everything is perfect, I guess, but it's actually not perfect. It's a really interesting concept, and it's just kind of a strange book. That's why I still remember what it's about, because it was so strange. I was like, what am I reading? So I really want to read this again with a fresh new mindset. So really interested in this one. And then I got 1984 by George Orwell, also a classic. I don't really like this cover actually, but it was the 3 books from the same seller, right? So I didn't really have much choice. Now I really wanted the other 2, so I just settled for this cover. But maybe if I find a better looking one for a cheap price somewhere, I will get that and then sell this one. Who knows? But 1984, really famous. It's also about the dystopian world, about politics. It's really relevant to what's happening in the world right now, and it always has been, I feel. And I've never read this. Can you believe it? I've never read this, so yeah, I kind of need to. So I also got this book. How exciting. And then I've gotten 2 books that are completely different, 2 extreme horror books, and I talked about this in my last video as well. But I've gotten Gone to See the Riverman and Along the River of Flesh, which is part 2. And I already read this one, but I read it on my e-reader, and I really loved it, so I wanted to have the physical copy as well, which is what I have here finally. And then part 2, which I haven't read yet, because in my mind I really want to read it, right? But in my mind I need to read this when it's bad weather, when it's rainy and it's dark and windy, and and the last few days it has been really sunny, so I can't read this yet. Does that make sense? Are you also like this? Let me know. But yeah, Gone to See the Riverman and Along the River of Flash. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I really love these books. So, in case you don't know, Gone to See the Riverman is about a woman who is obsessed with this serial killer who is in prison, and he tells her to go fetch a key in a little cabin along the river, and then she needs to bring the key to the riverman, and then shit goes down, and it's really dark and disturbing and disgusting actually, but it's written so well. Christopher Triano really knows how to write, you know what I mean? Almost felt poetic in a way. And then part 2 is about the serial killer. So I'm really excited about these books. I can't wait to read it. it just needs to start raining. I live in the Netherlands. It always rains, and then when I want it to rain, it doesn't rain. But oh well. I'm still really happy that it's sunny outside right now. Don't get me wrong. And the next book I got was secondhand, and it's Chuck Palahniuk's Invisible Monsters. I already started reading this. I'm halfway through. It's fantastic. I love this. I love this. If you don't know Chuck Palahniuk, he's a great writer. Almost every page that you read, you're like, what the is happening? What was this man on when he thought of this story? You know, it's crazy, it's wild. I really love this author. And this book is about a model, and her jaw gets blown off by a gun. So she goes through life looking like with a disfigured face, essentially. And then she meets Brandy Alexander, which is a transgender woman, who is absolutely fabulous. And they meet and they start going on this adventure together. And it's wild. I'm not even kidding. Almost every page, I'm like, what is happening? It's so entertaining. It's so entertaining. And there's humor in it. It's kind of sad as well, which is really interesting if you ask me. So I'm really loving this. I hope to finish this soon. And then I will maybe do a full review. I don't know. But yes, Chuck Palahniuk, Invisible Monsters. And actually, I got this in a secondhand bookstore, and this was on my Goodreads want to read list. So excited to find this to find this in a secondhand bookstore. That's crazy. And then I have another book that I already talked about in my last video, which is I Who Have Never Known Men, because I bought this book in the same sitting that I bought Gone to See the Riverman. So that's why I put this in this video. But I already read this one, and I have mixed opinions about this book, but you can find those in my last video. At the end, it's the last book I talked about. But essentially, this book is about a group of women who are living in a bunker, and something happened to the world, and they are in this bunker, and they don't know why they are in there. They have never known men, and then suddenly they get out of the bunker and they try to discover what happened. And well, it's so good, it's so good. I just didn't really like the ending, but you can watch that in the other video. And then last but not least, about a book that is completely new for me and that is also trending right now. That's Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yaros. And this is a fantasy romance, I think. It's quite thick, but it's small. It's small, it's about the same size as my head. It's a small book. She's thick. I don't read books like this. I do like fantasy books, but as soon as there's a map in front of the book and a list of names, I'm already like, I'm probably not gonna like this one because that's too much. It makes me sound stupid, but it's just, it's just not really my thing, but everyone keeps recommending this book, like my friends, they really love it. And I also see people on the internet that are really loving this book as well. And I want to, branch out a little, not read only strange horror books. Well, I do want to read only strange horror books, but I feel like maybe I'm missing out by not reading other genres as well, So I'm trying out different genres. I've tried out romance and spicy romance. I have a few romance books actually that I've gotten from a friend that I need to start reading soon, but that's for another video. Maybe I should do a video about it, I don't know. Horror reader tries romance books for a week. Who knows? But yes, Fourth Wing, fantasy romance, I guess. Is this young adult? No clue. Also, I have no clue what it's about. I know that there's dragons, and that's all I know, basically. So I'm excited. Should I do a vlog reading this? I don't know, because I have never read something similar to this book, and I like to read strange books, so maybe I should do like a reading vlog. Being like, oh, also maybe I can also do a reading vlog about Along the River of Flash. Maybe do a spoiler review or something. Would it be interesting? I don't know. So yes, that's that. Those are all the new books I've gotten this last month. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to start reading these. Or start to finish these. So yeah, have you gotten any new books recently? Or have you read anything exciting recently? Let me know. I'm interested. I want to know about you. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I really enjoy filming these videos. So if you enjoyed it, please, please, please subscribe to me. That would be so nice of you. Please, thank you. And I will see you again in another video. Bye bye.